Welcome to the official Universal Disney Nuts podcast. If you're passionate about Central Florida theme parks like we are, then you've come to the right place. Now on to the show. Here's your host, Bill Balcerski.
Universal Disney Nuts. I am Bill, your host. Welcome back to the Tiki Bar, everybody. UDN Live. What's up, guys?
Hi.
Just realized the intro basically says who you are, so what do you have to say who you are?
Well, yeah, that's true. I guess it is repetitive. That, of course, is the brilliant mind of Mr. Dave Indy.
No one ever used those words in the same sentence.
Right? There's a first.
And, of course, we have Miss Tanya over here.
Hello. Wow, I got lots of applause
Lots of love there, huh?
Wow.
The button was stuck.
Really?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
You both suck.
So, warm one today. Oof.
It was warm.
I mean, welcome to May, but still, it was a hot one today.
That was not a good start to May.
It's starting to cool off a little bit. I think we got some rain coming here shortly.
Yeah,
of course,
wouldn't surprise me.
It's your existential Florida day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully everyone out there is doing well. On this day in 1989, I know the neighborhood dogs are excited about this one. MGM Studios opened to rave reviews.
Wow.
On this day.
I miss MGM.
Welcome to the Half Park.
It's the same park. It's just called different.
It's not.
Well, yeah,
not
a
even
bunch of rides
remotely
closed.
close.
I get it.
The rush to beat out Universal.
Yeah.
Yep. So just remember with this weather, folks, lots of sunscreen and water. We are entering the Disney rash season, if you will.
To bring your deodorant
Tell me I'm wrong.
It's not just a Disney rash. It's Universal, SeaWorld. It's any
stop
theme
it.
park.
We don't call it Universal rash. We call it Disney rash.
It's God, I hope they bring their deodorant.
Wow.
We are returning from our Vegas trip. We had a fantastic time.
We beat you too.
Yes, me and Tanya.
And as you can all tell, I am back. I'm not buried out in the desert. So.
Although Dave is right with his assessment that I was looking at potential spots. And there was a time when we were in Red Rock Canyon that I did pick up a rock.
He did.
But she turned around too fast. So I was just dropped it and like,
I had to
look
keep
at
my eyes on him the entire time.
I was like, look at this pretty rock. This is nice.
Your background now is a topical graph of the desert layout.
That's right.
So you don't have to worry. You don't
Shallow
have to call the
grave
authorities
here,
or
shallow
anything.
grave site here.
And it is actually me and not a stand-in.
And, like I could just put a bunch of rocks together, and it'll be like authentic, it'll blend in with everything.
There you go.
No one will ever find you, my love.
Yeah.
You could be one with nature.
Yay.
But we got there about 4 or 5 days before the Super Bowl. They were starting to set up for the Super Bowl.
They were starting to set up for it. We had no idea that the
draft
NFL
or the Super Bowl?
draft.
Or the draft. I'm sorry. I said the Super Bowl. I meant the draft.
Super Bowl was held at your house, party-wise.
So there was a stage being set up in front of the Bellagio fountains. And the room that we had over in Paris, you could see the strip. So we had, we were watching them, build the
Erect
stage
it.
and everything. And we were like...
Yes.
And we had no idea. We were thinking that it was going to be like a music festival that weekend or whatever, not even knowing that the draft was in Vegas this year.
I totally forgot about the draft being in Vegas, and then like when they started putting up all these stages and everything, we were just like, what is going on? And then we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we saw on TV like an ad for the draft, and it said, coming from Las Vegas. We're like, no shit.
I was like, wow. So that's what they were doing.
They were showing pictures of the stages and everything.
Damn it, I wanted a concert.
Right?
Right, but we didn't realize that till we were back home. So it was like awkward. We saw the neon graveyard, which was cool.
That was very cool. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, all the neon signs from all the old casinos. That was really neat.
And learned a lot of history about them.
Little cheesy, I thought, but it wasn't bad.
I thought the second part was cheesy.
A little touristy.
Yeah. But the main place where they have a lot of the signs and everything was very cool.
I looked looking through the photos.
Yeah.
And then we went to the Mob Museum.
Holy moly. Yeah.
Yeah, the Mob Museum. That was cool.
That was very cool. I learned a lot.
Did it talk about the
actually.
history of how Vegas was made and stuff?
Oh yeah, man. And it went through like everything. There's 3 floors and you start at the top floor and you work your way down. And then they have a speakeasy in the basement.
And the
Oh,
distillery.
did you get into it?
Yeah. They didn't have it like so where you had to like do a special knock and tell the phrase, but they
do that on the
Open
weekends.
the damn door.
right.
Yeah, they do that on Fridays and Saturdays. They do live jazz music down there, and that's when you have to use the password and everything.
What was the password? The Real McCoy, I think it was.
McCoy.
So, but they also had a distillery down there, and you had moonshine that you could taste.
Yeah, we had 3 different samplings of moonshine.
Yeah,
they
which was very
produce.
cool. Which was very cool. And then we went out to Red Rock, the conservatory area over there, which was just super cool.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Yeah, that's when I picked up that big rock, and then she turned around too soon. And then
a lot of hiking available, and
Yeah,
so if you go out to Vegas, there's so much more to see and do than just the strip.
Take your significant other walk into the desert so you don't have to drag them.
But then we went out to Arizona to Antelope Canyon, and that was just speechless. I mean, just unbelievably gorgeous.
That was the cavern ones that y'all went through.
Yeah, that was very cool. So we had a good time. But then when we got back, we got right back into it. We spent a day at Animal Kingdom.
We did.
We saw the Lion King show, and I heard a lot of negative stuff about the Lion King show because there was a lot of people online that were kind of bitching about it. And so we had a chance to see it, and I was kind of like, all right, let's go, because I wanted to see what the differences were.
Yeah.
It's still a great show. We went live on UDN.
Yes.
We had a bunch of people watch.
The video is up there.
And I thought it was a good show. I mean, they cut out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's a few things like the for the birds. You know how they used to be on like the trapeze and the aerial and stuff. They're not currently doing that, so everything is done
they just
on
brought
the
the
stage.
monkeys back not long ago for the
The
trampoline.
monkeys
They weren't there.
They didn't do the monkeys.
Wow.
No tumbling
So there
monkeys.
was no tumble monkeys.
What about the
But I
flinging poo?
had heard that they were there. But
Yeah, they were supposedly back.
No
yeah,
tumbling
so I'm not
monkeys.
quite sure what happened there.
Did y'all see
but
was it the bird? They changed the name of it, Birds of Flight or whatever show.
Yes, we're going to talk about that here in a minute. So we went to the Lion King show, and then we went over to the Discovery River Theater, where we enjoyed Disney's Kite Tales. Woo!
yeah, we saw the one with Baloo. There's 2 different shows. There's one with Baloo,
Yeah.
and then there's one with Simba.
I thought it was a cute show,
It's
but
cute,
it
but it's not
Epcot
Rivers
used to
of
do
Light.
a kite thing years ago, but it was more kites versus.
it was it's clear
Pool
that it's a
balloons.
filler show. It was way too short, didn't have a lot of substance. Bro, they need to bring back Rivers of Light. I'm sorry.
Yes, they do.
But it was a daytime thing, so wasn't
Yeah,
it?
but still,
Yeah.
like the whole stadium is now like deconstructed from Rivers of Light, and it just
I missed that show.
nah.
I never really got to fully see it other than
No.
like on YouTube.
I got to be honest with you, it was phenomenal. I mean, what made the park in my eyes. I mean, that was a turning point of getting people in, was that show.
Especially
And-
at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work. So it was very mediocre. I just wasn't.
Yeah, there's a video up on YouTube.
Yeah, I
for
saw
that
it, and I
as
saw like the
well,
purple or
but-
blue hippo being flown behind
Yeah.
a jet ski or whatever it was. I was
Yeah.
just like, this is weird.
Yeah, it just it didn't ring the bell at all.
I mean,
But,
as I said, it was cute, but
yeah,
yeah.
not so much. And then we had dinner at Disney Springs, so that was a long day. This woman she was dragging me all over the place, right? So obviously we went to Splitsville
Yeah,
to enjoy the sushi.
Sushi.
Yes.
of course.
#winning, because that was amazing.
The way to Bill's heart, buy him sushi from there.
Well,
Yeah.
you're not wrong.
That's how I sucked him into going to Animal Kingdom.
That's right. Kona joins the podcast. Hello, sir.
But you saw the
Kona?
Birds of Flight show at
We did not see it.
Animal
no.
Kingdom? Isn't it the birds of flight or birds of something? It used to be birds of prey or something.
Yeah.
But then it changed to like an up theme,
yes.
I thought.
I have not currently seen that.
We did not see that.
I got to experience it somewhat firsthand today at work.
Oh, is that right?
Before the macaws flew off from yesterday's show, I drove out to the backside of Marriott World Center, the golf course, where we have a well. I work for Orange County, for those that don't know, in the water division. And there was a lady sitting back there with a cage with 2 macaws in it. And when I rolled up afterwards, I was like, "You're not letting those out." She's like, "No, they flew off from Animal Kingdom. They flew over the orange parking garage, and this is the first set of woods."
Oh, my gosh.
I went back later on and gave her my county number. I was like, "Look, I'll have everyone looking for your birds out here, and they're green." So she's like, "Why couldn't they be red?"
Right.
The other 2 did find their way home, so all 4 of them are back safe. But, yeah, she was out there with the birds introducing me to them and stuff. So
Yeah, so what he is talking about is in front of the tree.
When they release the birds, right?
Yeah, they have the macaws all like fly off, and then they.
Well, they flew off all right.
It's funny though because
Maybe they're going to Universal.
There's people out there that don't realize that they're doing that, and it's like, my God, it's like dive bomb the people, and they freak out.
Yeah,
it's
because
funny.
people like walking over the bridge, they're like ducking out of the way, and everything
Exactly,
is
being taken out. That's like,
I love it.
God, what's the big one? Was it a condor they used to have at a Universal? It's been a while since I've seen the Animal Actor show, but they had a big bird over there for a while that would just swoop down over the heads.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but we were able to. We didn't see that show in particular, but we were able to spend the majority of the day at Animal Kingdom, which was nice. Mm-hmm. And then, like I said, we went to Disney Springs. We tried the salt and straw place.
How was it?
Salt and straw or straw and salt?
Salt and straw,
Salt and
which
straw.
I'll be talking a little bit about.
Beet sugar in a straw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hold off because I know you're going to talk about that.
Yes.
But,
Meh.
meh.
Meh, meh.
Kind of leading into some other stuff here. While we were away, the drama between Disney and Governor Ron DeSantis.
Oh, yeah.
Holy.
Good God.
Welcome back to Florida.
Right?
Look, we don't, again, I will say it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. We don't like talking about politics here on the podcast. So we're going to touch on this, but we're going to touch on it dodgily.
Yes.
Because we don't want to address the whole politics thing. But my God, talk about a meltdown. Like, and it wasn't really even Disney. It's the people that just lost their minds on social media.
What's the old saying? F up and find out.
My God. So as promised, Ron DeSantis, our infamous governor.
He's infamous now.
He's infamous
right?
now.
Everybody knows who he is now.
Held Disney accountable and revoked their special status. And that starts 2023. But see, here's the thing. It's not just Ron DeSantis. That went to Florida.
Any company before
Congress, right?
60 that had the special privilege before, like 66 or 65. I don't know what all other companies were affected. I saw something, but I never read it.
The state of Florida revokes Disney's special status and starting in 2023, and we have no idea how this is going to impact the local economy or Disney itself. Everybody's an expert on social media. They all think that, because of what Ron DeSantis did, you're going to pay $400 for a day ticket.
Warriors came out.
Oh, my God. And then, your taxes are going to go up. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. Everybody's an expert.
Well, on that, I only feel bad for 2 things. One, I know someone that works at Reedy Creek in the water division in the lab, and she's worried about her job.
Well, yeah.
So
Fair.
stuff like that I worry about. But then on the flip side, when it comes to the whole $1 million or $1 billion we owe and stuff, Disney never had to turn a profit on its utilities, its solid waste, its energy. It uses I think I saw an article, because I Googled it, like 1 million kilowatts or something on a regular basis, which should equal in taxes like over 100 million by its own self. I don't know if that counts the solar panels they've put in, but if they only collected 100 but if
solar,
they only collected 105 million, and that alone is 100 million taxable, they never had to make a profit in utilities, so they never had to charge what me, you, or anybody in Orange County or even Osceola had to pay for it. So I'd be curious to see what their utilities are going to run for the hotels, what Disney would be paying.
Right.
Like, think of how much water they use. I think I saw it was like 60 million gallons. I mean, that's more than probably what most of Orange County uses on a regular basis from what I've think of in the numbers. But
well, the one thing that we can definitely agree on is things are going to get expensive for Disney.
Yep.
And what is up in the air is who's going to ultimately pay that price. If it's more expensive for Disney to run their everyday company, then all they're going to do is pass it on to the consumer. They're not going to absorb that cost. And people have lost their minds over this situation. And it's just like, your taxes are going to go up, 35%. You're going to pay $400 for a one-day ticket. Come on, stop. Just stop.
Disney will use that as a write-off.
You know what I mean? Like, this is stupid. But
there's other theme parks.
Yeah,
in
Universal.
Orange County that.
Well, that's what I liked. The one person, that article that I sent, I think you said, Universal's building its own theme park. We're not going to create the Woody Woodpecker district for it. So
right, exactly.
Equal playing ground. So
and
I
Disney,
can see both sides.
Disney was wise enough to set up this special status when he first came to Florida. Good on him. But now, starting 2023, everybody's on an equal playing field.
I'm really surprised they haven't started pulling out more of a, I don't want to say racial card, but in that sense, minority parks versus the big white company.
We're not going
I'm
there.
really surprised. I know.
No, we're not going there. But I will tell you that Disney has been eerily quiet on the matter. And now I think I know why. But the majority of the people who have been boisterous about the whole entire thing are the people that support Disney in this whole thing and not Disney itself. There's been no public statements from the company since DeSantis revoked the special status. So we're going to have to wait and see how this plays out. Everybody's an expert. Everybody on social media is, like Tanya said, a keyboard warrior.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody thinks they know what's going to happen. In reality, no one knows.
Exactly.
If this turns around and increases taxes for the taxpayers, Ron DeSantis is going to take a hit, and he knows that. And then there's all these conspiracy theories coming out, like, Ron DeSantis did this so that it erases Disney's debt, and it was really a co-conspiracy.
It doesn't erase their debt because with the whole thing with Reedy Creek,
that has to be paid up front.
That has to be paid up front.
No, I get that, but I'm just telling you what's out there. You know what I mean? Like, we could have a whole podcast on just conspiracy theories about what's going on, So, in light of all this drama, Disney's public relations representative, Greg Morrill, has resigned after 3 months of being on the job. Now, Jeff. I say Greg, but his name is Jeff. Jeff. He's the one that famously revealed the start date for the Guardians of the Galaxy, the opening date.
Ahead of when he was supposed to.
Yeah, not so much, dude.
And he just did it again.
You need a Britney Spears song. Oops.
Right?
Again. And he just did it again with an announcement of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Right. 3 strikes, you're out. The whole mishandling of this whole situation with DeSantis, and then the unauthorized release of the opening date of the Guardians of the Galaxy at Epcot, and then now the Halloween party. And here's what's scary about it. What's scary is he's a former Pentagon press secretary.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that's scary.
And a deputy.
I didn't know that.
Oh, stand by. And a deputy assistant of defense for public affairs.
Wow.
He served under both Bush and Obama.
Hey, if anybody needs the missile codes, or
Right?
I'll tweet them out
Oh,
later.
my
Bro,
goodness.
what are you doing? So now he is no longer in the position. He was quoted saying that he no longer felt that he was a good fit for several reasons. I wonder why.
Because he has a Twitter.
My God, bro, you've messed up since you've taken, and he's only been in office 3 months.
He's like the Tom Holland or Holiday for Spider-Man and Marvel.
So here's the worst part. He was relieved by Bob Chapek and Christina Shacky, who will lead all of the communication efforts moving forward. That might explain the awkward silence from Disney since this knocking heads with DeSantis. Fail. Across the board. So
I don't know. We kind of liked him. We knew about stuff.
I was going to say.
Right?
I mean,
He was a fan favorite.
yeah. So he's no longer in that position, and he definitely made some poor decisions while he was in office, so to speak. It just blows my mind that he was a Pentagon press secretary and the deputy assistant for Defense for Public Affairs.
Yeah,
That just blows my
that's
mind.
worrisome.
Maybe when he got this information, they should have put top secret across the folder.
Good God, bro.
You mean I can't release this info?
You have handled classified information, and yet you can't hold on to an opening date for a ride that hasn't been announced yet? Like, seriously, bro? Like, whoa. Hey, but in lighter news, Disney has released...
Another popcorn bucket. Just kidding.
Yeah, shocker, right?
Well, actually, they do.
Well, actually, they did this past weekend for halfway to Halloween.
But Disney has released new Magic Band Pluses. Now, these are the Magic Bands that we talked about
I
previously.
know. They were supposed to be out in January, and it looks like it's going to be a few more months yet.
No, actually, they're coming out here relatively soon. There's a limited supply that was just released. This was debuting as part of the 50th anniversary, and it lets you interact with lighting effects, gestures, recognitions in the park.
Yeah, it's supposed
Park
to be
entry.
interactive with the statues.
Right. Lightning
gold
lane
statues.
check-in, photo pass. It's your room key at resorts. Like this new Magic Band is supposed to do like everything. So as of right now, it is currently available at Disney Springs at World of Disney. And there's only 3 colors available, black, red, and blue.
Oh.
And they retail for $29.95, $3,728 on eBay. And there'll be more locations and more colors to
I was
follow.
going to say, I'm going to wait for more to come out.
Yep.
You didn't
So,
like my eBay comments when I was sending stuff to you, did you?
of course I did.
For merchandise and some eBay products and...
Yeah, that was a shout out to you, Dave. So it should be interesting. The new generation of Magic Bands are going to be more interactive and allow you to have more interactive things with the statues and everything.
Yeah,
So
that's really what I want to experience is.
I like the fact that it's a room key as well. I like the fact
But
that
then the ones currently you can use for your room key.
yeah, I know, but it this is next level stuff. So we'll see.
So.
Shifting to Universal, or Universal Orlando official calendar has announced that Hogwarts Express attraction will be closed for a brief refurbishment on June 9th and will reopen on June 19th. The closure is likely just some general maintenance on appeal, which has become very popular. The ride has become very popular in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Yes.
And to those who want to rest their feet traveling from park to park.
Because it is an identical layout of the one used in the movie from like head to toe. Like the interior designers from the movies built the carts.
I think it's a cool deal. Like it's an easy way to get to the other park without walking all the way around through City Walk.
And you just remember you need a park to park ticket, but
That's
Yes.
right.
so that's
right.
makes it a very unique attraction. And I also mentioned it 2 weeks ago on the podcast.
You sure
so-
did.
Yes, you
and
did.
good segue with the tickets there because SeaWorld and Orlando and Busch Gardens have just offered a new military member program.
Yes.
Yes.
Up to 3 guests get a complimentary 1-day admission as part of their Waves of Honor program.
With
When
up
they-
to 3 guests, yeah.
Yeah, when they register with the official program website before May 15th. It's coming up. So if you are active duty, retired, honorably separated officers and enlisted personnel of the U.S. military, you can get free tickets to SeaWorld and Busch Gardens.
And this is across the country. It is Orlando, San Antonio, San Diego.
Yeah, those free tickets can be redeemed from the day that they are obtained through July 10th.
Yep. And it's a one-time entry.
Good on you, SeaWorld. Good on you,
Yeah.
Busch Gardens. Thank you very much for recognizing the members of the military. That is very cool. They've had Waves of Honor now for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
We've taken advantage of it in the past. We
Yes.
will be taking advantage of it again because
Absolutely.
I really want to go to SeaWorld because it's been a while since I have.
Also, it does include Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Also.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So bonus points to SeaWorld.
They've always done that. Yeah, they've always taken care of military. I also sent you about a free concert coming up for veterans and stuff.
Yeah, I
Toby
saw
Keith
that.
and stuff in Daytona. So
Yeah.
a lot of cool things for veterans.
Yeah, it's super cool. And so SeaWorld keeps knocking them out of the park.
And a new coaster coming.
Yeah, and a new
A
coaster.
lot of
coming.
construction going on. Tracks on
we
site,
talked
but
about
nothing
that 2
announced.
weeks ago.
Yep.
So with that, we were going to bring in Mr. Dave Indy with
Kona.
with your Universal news.
Looks like Kona has finally settled down.
Well,
He's
the
been doing
neighbor's
laps.
cat was out there again outside your screen. So
Sadie?
Sadie. So that's why he went running through to look out the back door.
Every time, leave it to a woman just to cause chaos. Every time,
Excuse me.
I'm just saying, every time Sadie shows up, she comes over here to torment these two guys because she knows that these two guys can't get out.
And it's sprinkling rain, so they were like dodging around the raindrops.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
say it just started raining.
Let that one time happen where I crack that door and Kona gets a chance to get after Sadie.
Yeah.
You better hang on to something, Sadie, because this is going to hurt.
So,
Entertainment.
very much so.
Mr. Dave Indy.
Alrighty. So we talked about it last week as well. Revenge and Mumby was rumored to possibly open for around July 4th. There was an internal hiring that just happened for Revenge and a Mummy where you had to have your information already turned in. But basically, training date is at the end of June. So that's looking like a more possibility that Universal is truly on ahead of schedule on
Okay.
getting that ride open since it was supposed to be late summer. So kind of excited to see what they've done there.
Yeah.
While you're at Universal, also they've got new street entertainment. There's 2 different groups going around. One's like a custodial and one's like a film crew and stuff. I guess they take turns going in and out, basically to interact with the guests. So I'm kind of glad to see street performers working their way back in, especially it's been a while.
What was the one that was on the scaffolding over on?
Something Beats. It's construction workers basically,
Yeah.
but it's Something Beats.
Okay.
I can picture it and I can see it in my
I know,
head.
I can too.
Yeah. But that one's really cool too if you're over in that area. Speaking of construction, they finally took down the Fear Factor sign.
Oh.
That's only been rumored and permanently
months.
closed. Yeah.
I was
it
going to say.
was always
geez,
on the
about
choppy block.
time.
Was announced back in October. It was permanent. They finally took down the sign. So I'm excited about that.
Woo.
With summer rolling up, as Bill mentioned earlier on, Universal has right now 2 food trucks themed to welcome back summer. Aepas, as well as like macaroni chicken and a couple of other things are on both of the different trucks. I didn't bother writing down the menus because I don't know if they're going to come out with other trucks. So definitely keep your eyes out there around the Fast and Furious area on that one. And speaking of that, something I've never seen, but I've seen through Byro Construct on Twitter. He did an aerial view, and behind the facade wall at Fast and Furious, they got a tent up. Never seen a house possibly going in there for HHN. There's a scare zone usually around the exit area. They've got, looks like building a house there. So it'd be interesting to see how they're going to run a queue area for a Halloween Horror Nights house, if that's actually where they're going to have one.
That's interesting. Yeah.
In fact, if you go to his Twitter page, they actually from Scary in the Heartland from last year, the slab is out there, and you can see the outline of the walkthrough of the house on the slab because the tent's not up for what they're going to do this year back there, but they've already got 2 tents already erected back there in that area. We're just getting closer to HHN little by little. In fact,
We will be talking about HHN ad nauseum.
oh, you think I'm done?
Oh,
For
my
the-
bad.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say they're hiring now for HHN actually.
Yeah, I saw that. I
Yep.
saw that. They're
You
hiring.
have until basically the 4th by midnight to apply. So if you've always wanted to be a scare actor, here's your opportunity. Jump on that one. In addition, Universal has announced that they're looking to hire 5,000 positions for this summer at jobs starting at 15 and up, 16,
Nice.
50 and up. I know for culinary, since they just basically had increase the rate on that. And even back in February, they had looked to hire 2,500 positions. So if you've ever wanted to work in a theme park, or for my opinion, one of the better companies in the theme park world, there's your opportunity.
Yep.
And just to let you know how good Universal's doing in its first quarter report for 2022, business was up more than 151%, posting $120 million more than expected in the first 3 months. So, yeah, Universal's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, well, I think they're taking advantage of this whole drama between Disney and everything. And Disney's very woke, so now they're struggling.
And Universal's just been cashing in.
Right, and you don't need reservations at Universal. That's the bonus.
Yep.
I understand the reason why Disney does what they do, but I think this reservation system that was brought out during COVID probably should go away.
Yeah, well, unfortunately they're not. And just to show you how Universal's also up in the ante, I'll say they basically are rolling out new annual pass holder perks coming soon. Supposedly next week there'll be more information. They already have basically dining location discounts, hotel discounts, and stuff. They've also now have an exclusive entrance. I've seen they've already kind of put up a little barrier for over at Islands on that one.
For pass holders?
Pass holders only.
Nice.
So I'm not sure if they're going to increase stuff when it comes to like hotel perks, dining perks, or what. New magnets are out. They supposedly in the next week we may hear more. So Universal's just on a ball.
Yeah, they're really on top of their game right now, and they're striking while the iron's hot with everything going on with Disney. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, I've told people in the past, out of the two companies I've worked for, Universal always was top notch.
Yeah, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is, Mr. Dave Indy with your Universal news. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, if Tanya can get her notes out from underneath the cat. Kona has laid in front of Tanya like he owns this bar.
Yeah, he's just shifting from one spot to the next.
You mean he doesn't?
And now we're going to bring in Tanya with your Disney news.
All right. Hi, everyone.
Greetings.
Salutations.
I am not dead in the desert.
Yeah.
That should be a drink at your tiki bar. I want the
Dead
dead
in
in
the
the
desert.
desert.
Yes.
That has merit. That has merit. I think we probably should add that.
Yes.
Dead in the desert. Awkward silence.
Anyway.
As we're thinking, I'm like, what alcohol would go in dead in the desert?
I know, we're all like,
That could be interesting. I'm gonna
Have to be a dry drink.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to play with that. I think that's worthy of a drink at the tiki bar.
Yes.
See?
So
You never know where inspiration's going to come from.
Your death is worthy of a drink, Tanya.
All right. So.
if only she didn't turn around.
Wow. Really? Love you too, babe.
I got nothing but love for you, girl.
I can
Come on.
tell.
It's that hard, cold slap of
Dead
the
in the
butt love,
desert
but
will be served with red tortilla chips.
I'm just saying.
Oh, really?
And overbaked.
Ugh. Anyway, this past weekend, Disney has been celebrating halfway to Halloween.
Halfway to Halloween.
Halfway to Halloween. And the big announcement was Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is back.
That's awesome to hear,
I
man.
am so excited because, one, I have never been to this one.
Really?
Yes. I've been to the Christmas party a few times.
Oh, man.
but
Yeah,
not
she's
the
never been
Halloween
to the
party.
Halloween one.
So
I went just for the Headless Horseman the
that's
first
the
year.
part I want to see.
I mean, it's like having sex with your husband. It was over in 5 seconds, but
Really?
So I'm very excited.
Clearly.
Because we're going to get tickets and go this year. So yay.
Apparently, we're getting tickets.
You
and
knew
we're
this.
going.
I told you this several days ago.
Apparently,
Don't
we're
even.
going.
you brought that rock
Wow.
home, right?
Yes, I wish I did.
UDN Live will be at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party this year, folks.
We don't know what date yet. We got to still look at and see, but you better jump on tickets because you know they're going to sell out fast.
I know.
You better tell me
Gonna
what
get
those ticket prices are first.
Yes.
Probably going to be, a couple $100.
So
Yeah.
it will run select nights starting from August 12th through October 31st at the Magic Kingdom. Hours will be after normal park operating hours from 7 p.m. until midnight.
Do you need a park ticket, or can you just buy that event and show up when the event opens?
Just the event.
I think you can get, if it's like before, you could get in, I think, at 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yes, 4 o'clock and after.
And if you're in the park, you can go to guest services and add it on, because that's what I did the first time. The second time, as I'll say, when me and Michelle went, we actually went at 4. We may have been there earlier because we were annual pass holders at the time, and then spent the day. And then, like, she was all dressed up as Sally on the one. I had my hat that said, "This is my costume."
Nice. Nice.
So, and here's what will be in store for attendees. The Headless Horseman will ride his ghostly steed down Main Street, USA, as a prelude to Mickey's Boo to You Halloween Parade, which includes Mickey and friends dressed in their Halloween best, Disney villains, and the Haunted Mansion Graveyard Diggers.
Those were always cool to watch.
Speaking
Yeah,
about
I'm really excited to see them because I've never seen them.
That, and there's a lady that sits in front of the Haunted Mansion that does basically improv
Yeah,
stuff. She's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Did you guys see, speaking of parades, not to get off topic, but did you see that one parade where Minnie's eye popped out?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So they were doing the whole parade thing, and
I got to see that one.
her YouTube it, it's out there. Her left eye popped out, so she kept her hand over her eye the whole entire time,
Oh my goodness.
and she
Poor
was
Minnie.
dancing and doing her thing, but she had her hand over her eye, and like the person that was playing her got like all kinds of praise for keeping
No, it's friends with.
whatever.
Get it right.
This person got all kinds of recognition for staying in character
yeah.
while on stage. So
Oh, poor
go check it
Minnie.
out on YouTube. It's cool.
My neighbor was a dwarf, and her head fell off during a parade.
During Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, guests can go trick-or-treating. Obviously, you can get M&M's, Skittles, Snickers, and other Halloween favorites.
I'm in it for the Skittles.
I knew you would be. At locations throughout the Magic Kingdom. And new this year, guests will also receive a reusable trick-or-treat bag featuring a keepsake 50th anniversary celebration and Halloween design.
Nice.
And that's for everybody.
Keepsake bag and a Halloween event Bill can go to.
I know. You can also join the
Noted.
join the Sanderson sisters during the Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular stage show at Cinderella's Castle.
That's good.
I have not seen that.
I know, if
obviously,
you've not
but
been.
I have never been, so
you've
this
never
is
been
all
there.
new.
At least not with Bill.
No,
Oh,
I've never been to the show at all.
I've been to it once, and it was so long ago I barely remember it.
Overlay's theme for the occasion will return to several popular Magic Kingdom attractions, including Space Mountain, Mad Tea Party, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor.
Nice.
The Pumpkin King himself, Jack Skellington, will host Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular, featuring projection, special effects, and lighting mixed with fireworks, music, and Disney characters.
So it sounds like they're bringing everything back.
Yeah.
Everything, yes.
That's good.
Menu items inspired by fall favors and the Halloween season. And also new this year in honor of the 50th anniversary celebration, they are adding an event-exclusive step-in photo opportunities. And in addition to the reusable trick-or-treating tote bag, guests will also receive a Halloween-themed 50th anniversary celebration commemorative print.
Pro tip, if you want more
Lots.
diabetes in a bag, go to the gift stores, get a big bag from one of the gift stores, dump all your candy, and just keep refilling.
That is
Because
a
I
good
walked
idea.
away with a huge bag that first year that it looked like I robbed a whole bunch of little children.
Wow.
Because
okay.
in the past,
And it
they
wouldn't
used-
surprise us if you did, but that is a pro tip.
well, their parents never said a word.
Well,
So, but
awkward.
yeah, because they only gave you one about a foot deep, So you fill it up, dump it in the big one. They'd see it's empty as cast members, put a lot of candy in it.
Wow.
All right.
Candy for days.
For days. Okay. What else you got?
Tickets for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party may be purchased online or by calling 407-939-4240 beginning May 18th.
All right, so we have some time.
Yes, you have 17 days. However, guests staying at select Walt Disney Resort hotels can begin purchasing tickets as early as May 12th. Ticket prices will range from $109 to $199. And the event dates are in August, every Friday and Tuesday in the month of August, starting on Friday, August 12th. And then in September, a majority of the days are Fridays, Sundays, and Tuesdays, with an occasional Monday and Thursday thrown in there. And then October, you've got a majority of the Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, with occasional Mondays thrown in there as well.
And when does this end? On the 31st?
October 31st, which is a Monday.
Yeah. So the earlier dates, kind of like every other thing, are the cheapest.
Yeah.
The weekends are a little bit
Up
more.
until like basically like mid-September,
Yeah.
you're at your
Right.
109.
Getting close to October,
Kind
the
of like
prices are going to
HHN, everything
skyrocket, right?
jumps.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have things coming back to Disney, which is really good,
Very
Including your
exciting.
wallet.
including my wallet, unfortunately.
Yes. And what Bill had segued into a little while ago was Salt and Straw opened at Disney Springs on April 20th. The Portland-based family-run ice cream company is known for its innovative, taste-provoking flavors.
Taste provoking.
Yes.
Hashtag yawn.
Wow. You're kind of mean.
Look,
I enjoyed mine.
all right. I enjoyed mine as well, but it's an ice cream joint. Like, you can't mess up ice cream, right?
Well, you could.
But and they have some, in their defense, they have some unique flavors there,
yeah, which I'm going to
which you're going to cover here in a second. But yawn. Like, I was not impressed at all.
You'd rather
It's
go through
not
a
a
McDonald's drive-through?
Yeah, it's
No.
not a very large location at all.
No, and there was
yeah.
nothing. See, I guess the thing I'm getting hung up about this one particular ice
It's
cream
the old
shop.
Wild Horse Saloon store, right?
Correct. There's
Beating
not.
ourselves.
There's no wow factor. I mean, it's just ice cream, and you can't really mess up ice cream.
Oh, you can mess up ice cream.
I don't know that. You know, you look at Everglades, which is right around the corner. They have all this special stuff, and they all do all this stuff, and their products are amazing. And you go in there, and it's just ice cream.
That's diabetes corner now.
It is in between popcorn, right? So I don't know. I wasn't impressed. But continue. I'm sorry.
The menu consists of classic flavors. Well, for them, classic flavors, because some of them are not classic.
They did have some unique flavors. I'll give them that.
Yeah, so there was sea salt with caramel ribbons, chocolate gooey brownie,
Which I had was amazing. It was good.
Panther coffee chocolate tres leches, salted malted chocolate chip cookie dough, cinnamon snickerdoodle.
Heavy on the cinnamon on that one. I taste tested it.
That one would be interesting to try.
Yeah, it's heavy cinnamon though. Like I had a little
Because I do
spoon
like
of it.
snickerdoodles.
Yeah. Honey lavender,
That'd be neat.
strawberry honey balsamic with black pepper,
Interesting.
the salty donut guava and cheese.
I could see that being a big thing more for Latinos because
Yeah,
of
it's a
that
very
being-
Florida-esque flavor, yeah.
I mean, if you're willing to experiment and try new flavors, certainly.
I know a lot
Well,
of
and that's
Cubans
kind
that
of what
like
they're
guava and
known for,
cheese.
was taking some local flavors and introducing them into ice creams. So
Yeah, but there was only like 10 different flavors. I mean,
you
6
have
flavors.
Arbequina olive oil. I should have tasted that one, but
Like olive oil ice cream. Like
freckled mint chocolate chip,
That's what
which
you
I
had.
had, which is delicious. And roasted pineapple coconut sherbet. So that's what they consider their classic flavors.
Classic.
Yes. And then the limited edition flavors, which is currently the Student Inventors Series, includes bottomless limes, which is the one that I had and was delicious. So just like, let everybody know, whenever I go out and get ice cream anywhere, it's always mint chocolate chip.
Yeah.
And
Always.
And why is that?
Well, one of the main reasons is if I have any left over and I bring it home, my husband is not going to eat it.
Now we have to specify. It's the green mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Yes.
Now I could eat the white. I can't eat the green.
Yes.
Long story. I don't know if we have time, but I will drop it to you. I ate at one sitting a 5-gallon tub of mint chocolate chip green ice cream, and I threw up for like 3 weeks, and now I can't even go near it.
I know what I'm getting you for your birthday.
No, sir.
But mint chocolate chip has always been my favorite since I was little. So, so for me to get something other than mint chocolate chip is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
And I got the bottomless limes, and it's key lime cheesecake, brown sugar and ginger crystallized hunks of golden pie crust with shards of sprinkle studded chocolate bark.
That's my stripper name.
Chocolate bark.
Sprinkles.
Oh, sprinkles. Okay.
The ice cream of Moo, and that is chocolate ice cream with a touch of salt, clusters of candied caramel cashews, and hunks of maraschino cherry laced chocolate ganache.
They lost me at cherries, but I will tell you that some of these ice cream flavors are very, very unique, and I'm sure they're very good. The one that she had was very good. I tried it, and it was very good. It almost tasted like a key lime pie. It was really, really good.
It was very good.
And I was thinking more limoncello.
Yeah.
When you first was talking about bottom lemon.
Yeah, it was bottom lime, though, right? Was lime or lemon?
Lime.
No,
Lime.
I thought you said
Bottomless
lemon.
limes.
No.
3 more limited edition flavors is Triple Tropic Twist, which is bright mango pineapple jelly and citrus mousse swirl through a wildly fruity raspberry sherbet. Interesting.
See, here's the
I'm
thing.
just going to go and point at the menu. I want that. I don't want to even say all of that.
Rosie the Pink Flamingo is bright strawberry ice cream, goes house-made gummy bears, and loads of pink sprinkles.
That's for the kids, obviously.
And then the adventurous Laminate. We go intergalactic with pink and blue marshmallow Milky Way fluff glistening against purpley pitch dark cherry ice cream.
So here's the deal. They have good ice cream. I don't want to tell anybody out there that Salt and Straw doesn't have good ice cream. They do.
You just weren't
Yeah, because
wild.
they're also currently in downtown Disney in Anaheim.
But you can't get too cute with ice cream, right? You keep your traditional flavors, but then you have your unique stuff that makes you stand out from the average ice cream joint, right? I get what they're trying to do, but they're getting too cute with these flavors, man. And it's just, who wants olive oil ice cream? Like, for
Apparently
real.
somebody out there thought it was good.
You know what I mean? Like, what were you guys thinking, man? Like,
Just put in a classic malt shop for me out there.
I don't know. I had the brownie ice cream. It was phenomenal. She had the key lime, whatever
limes,
ice
yeah.
cream, and it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's not good. It's very good. I just was not wowed.
Let me know when they get the Land Shark Island style lager.
I will be all over that.
Oh,
We will have a 5-gallon tub of that here available for our guests. So, and what else you got?
last but not least, Gideon's has some new flavors for the month of May.
Who?
Gideon's Bakehouse.
Have we heard
Yeah, I haven't.
about this
Yeah,
place?
it's just,
It's that cookie place, right?
little cookie place in Disney Springs.
God knows I've paid enough for the employee salaries.
Right? You've paid enough. Can we talk?
The limited edition cookie for the month of May is the peanut butter chocolate swirl. And the limited edition cake is peanut butter and jelly.
I'd be on the cookie one.
Which I have the cake with us today, which we are going to be sampling.
And just for the record, I'd make sure she didn't make it after Bill threatened to kill her in the desert, so
Well.
I'll live.
I wouldn't say I threatened her. I was just unsuccessful. So what Tanya
He
has
really does love me, everyone.
for
it doesn't sound like it.
for
but
visual purposes on the podcast, Tanya has brought out, the dogs are very excited. Yeah, Tanya has brought out a slice of this cake, and it is peanut butter and jelly.
Yes. So
Peanut butter
it's
jelly
vanilla
time.
cake layers
Okay.
with peanut butter and a grape jelly swirl in between each layer. And then there is peanut butter on the outside, and then it's topped with more jelly and
Dave, you're going to
sprinkling
post that
of-
on UDN for everybody?
I have pictures.
You have pictures?
Well, it's,
then I'll let
we
her post
posted
it.
with the Gideon's Bakehouse. I have a
Okay.
better picture than that.
Fine.
Fine. What, Dave's picture's not good enough
But
for
you can also find Gideon's Bakehouse, their official announcement on the UDN Facebook page.
All I know is I was super excited last week when I went on Saturday, and they still had the rainbow cake on.
Yeah, we
They
did
had
that,
like
yeah.
3 slices. The lady's like, I think I still got one back here. I was like, remove the cookie. I want the cake.
You were able to get that, right?
Oh,
the
dude,
rainbow cake?
Oh, yeah. She had like 3 slices,
Oh, my
maybe
God.
2 slices left. So,
Absolutely
needless to say,
phenomenal.
that didn't make it.
All right, so we're going to dive in here. Go ahead, Dave. Jump in here and let's taste this. This is the peanut butter cake from Gideon's. Thank
Peanut
you,
butter
Tanya.
and jelly cake.
Peanut butter jelly time. Look at all that peanut butter. That's a lot.
That is. As I try to work my way back to the mic. Yeah, after I take a bite.
So the outside frosting
It's
is
a peanut butter buttercream.
peanut butter buttercream, and then there's jelly in the middle, and then it's vanilla cake.
Vanilla cake, yes.
What do you think, Dave? It's really good.
What worries me is she's not eating any.
Yeah, that is a little disturbing.
I made the cakes today, so I kind of had my fill at work already.
Remember, if we don't survive this, we know what happened.
No.
I don't know if I can work at Gideon's because that'd be 400 pounds.
But I mean, it sounds odd, but it tastes exactly like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like there's,
It sure does.
yeah,
And the vanilla cake is almost like the bread.
yeah,
It works.
it does.
It's very good. I obviously can't have too much of this
No, I'm very well.
because I'm going to fall out. But that's phenomenal.
That's
Very,
how
very
she
good.
kills you.
Ladies and gentlemen, peanut butter and jelly cake at Gideon's. Go get it. It's amazing.
Yep. And that is available for the month of May.
And there's a bunch of stuff coming out soon, right? They're doing a bunch of stuff here shortly.
Well, there was a bunch of stuff that they did this past weekend for halfway to
Halfway.
Halloween. Yeah, but that
Which
all
that's going to be a
ended
new
today,
thing, apparently.
so-
It's like Christmas in July. Now we got halfway to Halloween.
So yeah, Gideon's and the Ganachery at Disney Springs both participated in the halfway to Halloween, and we had the Frankenstein cake, and we had a Valentina cake, and we had some shadow cakes with a spice cake with a pumpkin spice buttercream dipped in chocolate. So they had all kinds of things going on this past weekend.
Surprised
But
you haven't pitched the
unfortunately,
candy
that
corn
ends
one.
today.
That does not suck, ladies
No, it
and
doesn't.
gentlemen.
It was really good.
Tanya with your Disney news,
You need to get a candy corn one for you.
right?
You'd be all over that.
Bro, I would be on the floor. Seriously. I mean,
with your 5-gallon tub of
bro. That's a lot of sugar. That's a lot of sugar, bro.
And the fact of buttercream and peanut butter, I wouldn't have thought would have worked as well as they do.
It does. It works very well. There's a lot
of peanut butter in our buttercream. Let me tell you.
I know.
But it's so yummy.
I know. It's like I'm putting my fork there just so I can go back for more.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the outer crust of it. The crust meaning the frosting is thick. I mean, it's got to be at least 2 inches, right?
Yeah, I'd say in areas.
At least an inch.
Well, no, it's only. This was kind of a practice cake for all of us that we cut up. So
this is the diabetes cake. Everybody else gets normal.
So normally the buttercream.
That's how she kills me, bro. She's going to use the diabetes as the excuse.
So the buttercream is usually about like a half inch or so on the outside of it.
That was thick, though. That's
well,
like
that
at least
one
an
was
inch.
thick, but
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They still had like a lot of it left over. Let's just keep adding it on.
Speaking about things that are about an inch, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time.
Wow.
I knew where he was going. That's payback for my 5-second comment.
Yes, it was. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
So much for this being a clean, family-friendly
Number
show.
1 your programs, number 23 in
Here's
your
3
hearts.
inches for you.
There it is. Mr. Dave Indy with your Ask Indy segment.
All right. This is coming from Steve from Florida, which I think is a good question considering I think it was not the last podcast, but the one before I did about Dole Whips. They want to know how many butter beers have been sold.
I think I just saw something like that on UDN.
Well,
I think it was John that brought it up.
He
They were
mentioned
talking about the ice cream.
You talked about the ice cream, but I don't remember if he mentioned how many were actually sold. He just had the good ribbon-looking one that I love.
Yeah,
right
that-
behind the hot butter beer. As I'll say, that's my second favorite that he had a photo of. But you want to take any guesses?
If you're a fan of butter beer or a fan of butterscotch ice cream, you definitely got to go get some.
Yeah, it's like shortbread meets butter beer or butterscotch.
Phenomenal. All right. So are we talking about
Overall,
which includes all of Universal's properties? Because you know I suck at guessing. You know this.
I would probably say this is honestly just related to Orlando based on the information I found
Okay.
on it. And just to be clear, the last update was in 2018 on this one. So I've kind of guesstimated what I think it should be current.
All right. So we're talking in one day or overall in a year?
Overall, what they've sold since they introduced butterbeer.
Oh, God.
And what year was that?
Let's see. Harry Potter came out in
Hogsmeade opened in 2010.
2010. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so 2010 till now.
Yep, June of 2010 is when Hogsmeade opened.
So we're talking 12 years. I would say 5 million.
As I was saying, just to be clear, I'm assuming it just means butterbeer. It doesn't talk about the ice cream, the fudge, the porridge, or the pudding, basically, that they had.
Right.
The frozen, I don't know if is included. The hot, as far as I know, it just was referring to regular butterbeers.
5 million is my guess.
All right.
I'm going to go with 3 million.
So basically, by January of 2011, they hit their $1 million mark
Oh, geez.
of selling them in 2011. Remember, it only opened in June
$1
of
million
2010.
mark.
No, million butterbeer sold.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
you
was
said
gonna
dollar
say, you
mark.
did
I was like,
say
yeah, okay,
dollar.
that
Did I
makes
say?
sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they made a
So-
lot more than that.
Well, yeah.
So where are we at now?
So in 2018, they sold their millionth butterbeer
Oh, wow. So we
on
were
that
way off.
one.
Mm.
So assuming based on that, I basically tried to figure out how many that would have equaled out per year. And I'm probably way off.
Right, assuming that the sales stay consistent.
Just on that. That's roughly about.
And it wouldn't have because they were closed for COVID.
But when more people showing
Yeah,
up,
I mean,
you got to.
Highs and lows, you can knock out the highs and lows and go with the average,
So
right?
an average, yeah. So I figured about 2.5 million a
Yeah.
year. So there are probably about 30 million butterbeers probably right now been sold.
Good God.
And that's just here at about $7 a cup.
Damn.
Good God. Butterbeers unite.
Right?
So, yes.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is, Mr. Dave Indy with your Ask Indy. It's very interesting. If you are and the neighbor's dogs love it as well. If you are a big fan of butterbeer, if you don't know what it is, take a look on the internet, look it up. But it's a butterscotch-based drink. It's not alcoholic. You can get alcohol in it, I think, right? But basically, butterbeer is modeled after what was in Harry Potter.
Maybe at the Hogsmeade. I'm trying to remember if they would do that over there at the Hogs. I want to say Hog's Breath, but
I want to say in the summer they come out with a frozen one.
They do have a frozen.
Has alcohol in it,
but I don't know if you can add it or not. I know some places you might. Like I know the foam on top is copyrighted, so they have to serve it with it because that was part of contractual obligations.
Right.
So even if you said, "Hey, I'm deathly allergic," well, guess what? Grab a spoon, wipe it off. We have to give it to you. You know, that's part of what that was agreed with J.K. Rowling and stuff. So
yeah, so it stays consistent with what was in the story.
And I think they're truly missing one opportunity. They should have a display kind of window somewhere in City Walk. Can you walk up and it looks like a part of the Wizarding World where you could get a butterbeer in City Walk. Golden missing opportunity.
That's very true. I would agree with that because I think butterbeer would sell well at City Walk.
Of Harry Potter, so
they could theme it into a Harry Potter type. I mean, they sell the wands and the merchandise. They could basically do like a Ruby or a Fat Tuesdays kind of walk up to it, kind of have or like a Gideon style. Walk in there, you look like you're in the Wizarding World, and just get you a butterbeer and
I'm sure she would have to sign off on that, but I don't think she's going to have a problem with that.
Hey, we're going to give you a couple more mil.
I mean, right? Jesus.
Yeah, shut up and get in my pocket, in my mouth.
Yeah, like she needs anything else.
Right, she's got more money than God right now. So, all right. So for a random topic, we're going to make this very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to play a little Family Feud, ladies and gentlemen. That's right.
That didn't work well the first time we ever tried.
We are going
It's not
to
gonna go well.
we are going to pit Tanya versus Dave on Disney trivia.
Let me put some peanut butter in my mouth.
Yes, go ahead and do that. That's something that we are going to do for your random topics. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. We're going to do the top 10 questions that are on the board, plus a bonus question. And first one that answers the most right questions wins.
Right.
So, your random topic.
Random topic.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're going to post Dave versus Tanya in Disney trivia game. Now, most of these answers are going to be closest without going over. And they win the question. And then whoever has
Norway girls.
Well, you're not wrong. Whoever has the most questions right wins. And then there's a bonus question at the end. Okay? So here we go. And how we're going to do this is if you know the answer, call out your own name, not somebody else's, Dave. And
I do that anyways.
hence the reason why I said it.
Go me!
So if you know the answer or think you know the answer, just say your name out loud, and then I'll recognize you. You say the answer. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. Top 10 answers on the board. Name the year that Walt Disney lost Oswald the Lucky Rabbit series to Universal, which then in turn sparked the war between Disney and Universal. Say your names before you answer. Closest to the year without going over wins it. Name the year that Walt Disney lost the Oswald the Lucky Rabbit series to Universal.
Wait, she's grabbing her phone.
No, you can't look it up. Put your phone down.
Looking it up.
Put your phone down.
I was clearing out and seeing who was at the door.
Okay, what do you got? Help me out here, folks. Come on.
Fine. Me.
See, you should have given us like some heads
I'll go with
up
1950.
And be able to...
What's that?
I'll go with 1950.
All right. Tanya, what's your guess? Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Think about it.
1923.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tanya wins the question. The year that Walt Disney lost Oswald the Lucky Rabbit series to Universal was 1928. Tanya gets the point. I'm going to write this down because I'm going to keep track.
Well, there's a first.
All right.
Tanya. Right? So Tanya gets a point. All right. So if for those of you who don't know, that is the actual reason why it sparked the war between Universal Pictures and Disney. And then eventually when Universal was open, it just festered into what it is today, the war in between the theme parks.
War on I-4.
That's right. That's right. Okay, question number 2.
Disney eventually did get Oswald the Rabbit back.
Yeah, they sold it to him.
Yeah. I mean, you'd be surprised. They're at each other's throats, but they actually work pretty well together, too.
Oh,
So,
yeah. They do a lot.
Question number 2. What year did Walt Disney's first full animated feature film, Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, get released?
Oh, I know this.
Was I not clear on the protocol? Say your name and then tell me what it is.
I'm trying to think of what it was.
Oh, God. Come on, help me out here. Do, 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 do.
Wrong theme show.
It's a theme song regardless. There is still cake left.
Yeah, I know.
Just so you know. What year did Walt Disney's first full-length animated feature film, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, get released?
Like, I can picture them there.
I know.
And I know I'm going to be way off.
Take a shot.
Because they won
Take
the
a shot.
Oscars
I'll do
and they had
1932.
Okay, Tanya.
1935.
Oh, Dave. Ladies and gentlemen, Tanya gets the second one.
What's it, like 1950?
As that scream just completely destroyed the cats.
Yeah.
Dave, you were close. I'll give you partial credit, but 1937, she beat you by 2 years, closest to it, right? So Tanya is up 2-0 on Dave, which is not really all that surprising. Okay, so question number 3. You got to get in on this quickly because she's going to know this answer.
Oh, geez.
What is the year that the Enchanted Tiki Room opens in Disneyland, which was the first attraction featuring audio animatronics?
Tanya. 1955.
Dave.
I was thinking the same year. That's the problem. I'll go 56.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave steals one from Tanya.
Ah!
There you go. 1963.
63.
Really?
63.
Wow.
All right. It's 2-1.
Okay.
I'm thinking he had it open sooner than that.
Yeah, I did too.
Closer to park opening.
Don't call it a comeback. He's been here for years. All right. Question
Still
number
not as
4.
old as you, though.
Really? Question number 4. What is the year construction began on Walt Disney World here in Orlando?
Tanya.
Me.
Tanya first.
Yep.
1967.
Going 65.
Tanya, you nailed it right on the head. 1967. Got it. I knew she was going to know that, though.
I was thinking 65 or 66, so I went under just so I didn't go over.
I was going 67 or 68.
Just for the record, we must acknowledge the fact that Tanya has the advantage because she's the Disney chick. But, you should know this stuff. Shame on you. All right, here we go.
He grew up in Orlando.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Because I grew up doesn't mean I paid attention to the stuff. I just went to it. It's like a strip club. I don't look to see if they're real or not. I just go.
Awkward. Okay, so number 5. Name the year construction began on the Star Wars theme park in Hollywood Studios, otherwise known as
Galaxy's Edge.
Correct. When did they start building it? Which I think you guys are going to be surprised.
Oh, no, I'm trying to backtrack it and when it opened.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with 2009.
You got to say your name, Tanya.
Tanya.
Thank you. Protocol, people. Protocol. 2009. Dave.
2011.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave has scored another point. He's pulling in. 2016 was when they started building Galaxy's Edge here in Orlando.
Man, they built that quick then.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. So it's 3-2.
Yeah, I knew I was way off, but
I was trying to think, like, how many years does it take to build that versus...
Considering how long it's been taking them to build some stuff.
Right? Jesus. All right, so we move on to question number 6. Here we go. Name the year Disney enters the 10-year distribution partnership with Pixar Studios. Name the year Disney enters into a 10-year distribution partnership with Pixar's animation studios. Tanya's giving me a look like she has no idea.
I'm just going to go with it. Me, 1999.
Good guess. You got
Probably sooner than that, honestly.
1997.
She nailed it again, dude. Tanya wins again.
I was trying to think when
1997.
Toy Story
Toy
came
Story,
out.
yeah. That's
And it was in the
'cause that was the
90s.
first one that they did with
Yeah,
Pixar.
and it was in the
so,
90s.
Yeah.
Okay, Dave, she's kicking your ass. You got to come around here. All right, here we go. This is a very interesting.
Hey, I'm around the hole. I'm just
Yeah.
maybe not in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
So
gosh.
here's a very interesting question. How much did Disney put out to build the Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel here in Orlando? How much did it cost to build the Halcyon?
Ugh.
Total cost.
Let's see. It's a Motel 6 with some paint.
Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, dude. I mean, let's be honest. And they're charging you $6,000 for 2 nights stay. How much did it cost to build the Halcyon here in Orlando?
I'm probably going to be way off, but $3.8 billion.
Okay, Tanya.
I'm going to go with 847 million.
And 48 cents.
Repeating. Tanya got it by default, bro.
I know I was way probably over.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it cost Disney $1.1 billion
I was going to say 1.2 billion.
to
but
build
I
the
decreased
Halcyon
it.
Star Wars Hotel here in Orlando, and it is failing miserably. Like, let's call it what it is. It's failing, and it cost Disney $1.1 billion to build. Hashtag awkward.
Yep.
Okay, so Tanya's up 5-2. She gets one more. It's over for you, Dave. But you have a chance in the bonus round. All right, question number 8.
Thanks, Steve Harvey.
What year did the Coca-Cola Company try and unsuccessfully buy out Disney? What year did the Coca-Cola Company try and was unsuccessfully to buy out Disney? What year?
Me, 1978.
Okay, Tanya.
1992.
Dave Indy scores another one. Here we go. Nice.
80 something.
1982. Disney, Coca-Cola tried to buy
The year
out
Epcot
Disney.
opened.
Yeah, it's about there.
Oh,
That's
Epcot
Yeah,
opened in
that-
82.
yeah,
Because I was
Epcot
trying to
opened
think
in-
if it would have been before Epcot was announced or not.
Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
'Cause
Coca-Cola, if you
Epcot opened
remember.
October 1st, 1982.
Yeah, if you remember, Coca-Cola would definitely tried to take over Disney.
So did Comcast.
And Comcast tried to do it as well,
Yeah.
right? So there has been companies out there that have tried to take over
They've
Disney.
got the wallets.
Well, Disney's so big now, they wouldn't be able. All right,
Come on,
moving
Elon
on.
Musk. You need another company.
Right, 5-3. Here we go. Keep the streak going here, Dave. So
Why are you rooting against your own wife?
I'm just saying you're crushing him. I'm rooting for the underdog.
Whatever.
I just
Okay.
need a rock. I just need a rock.
Oh!
Wow, that was amazing, Dave.
I hate you both.
That was amazing. All right, here's question number 9.
Simba, scratch his eyes out.
What year did Club 33
Minnie Mouse.
open in Disneyland? What year did Club 33 open in Disneyland?
And I'm just throwing out dates on these. You know that now.
Yeah,
Me.
you both are. That's fine.
1956.
I will give you a hint on this question.
He already entered in an answer.
All right,
so.
that's fine. Go ahead. What's
Then
your
you don't get
guess?
a hint.
But no, I get the hint.
No, that's not how this works. None of you get the hint. Go ahead.
You said what, 1956?
If you'd have paid attention, you'd have known.
Shocker.
I'm going to go with 1970.
Dave Indy gets the point.
Probably opened when Disneyland opened, didn't
There
it?
it goes. Dave, you're on a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. He's been here for years.
Don't screw up the lyrics.
Yeah, that too. Club 33 opened in Disneyland in 1967.
So I was closer, though.
You were over, though. So,
Yeah, I know.
you know what I mean?
I
So,
was in the ballpark, though.
I was at on a couple of mine. Doesn't count.
yeah, it doesn't count.
This ain't horseshoes.
But what's interesting about that particular question was it was modeled after the VIP status areas at the 1964 World's Fair. So
Okay.
when Walt Disney went in to the World's Fair, he saw the VIP sections and wanted to create that for Disney, and that's where Club 33 came from.
I don't know why I kept thinking because he was serving alcohol to friends and stuff when Disneyland opened. He had that already there. It just wasn't maybe called 33, but he had that private area.
Yeah. So, and I can't remember exactly what the 33 means, but it has something to do with Walt Disney himself.
Yeah. Had
That's
you
what
not
our
said, I
next,
would have known.
Random talk it should be about.
About Club 33?
Yeah.
We might do it.
Peanut
Kona's
butter jelly time.
sniffing the peanut butter and jelly cake. All right, last question of the regular round. It is 5-4. Drama. Okay? If Dave Indy gets this, we are tied going into the bonus round. Don't ask. You can't phone a friend.
I'm phoning a cat.
No, you can't phone a friend. So, Dave, if you get this, the series is tied going to the bonus question. All right, you ready? Question number 10. What is the biggest theme park in Walt Disney World?
Me. Shanghai.
In Walt Disney World.
Oh, here?
Here.
Oh, Animal Kingdom.
Yep.
Well, he wasn't
Animal
clear.
Kingdom.
Yeah, he wasn't clear.
Okay,
Disney or
you
Disney
both-
in the U.S.?
No, I said Walt Disney World. I think I'm pretty clear on where it is. So,
Hey, you dropped this.
yeah, thanks. So you both got the question right. Now comes the interesting part. How many acres is Walt Disney World's Animal Kingdom? Closest without going over wins the question. Dave, you got it right first. You get to guess.
543.1.
Tanya? Repeating.
That's still probably not right.
Let's see what Tanya says.
I'm going with 90 acres.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Indy has tied the match. Yes.
90? What did you do? Bill math?
Wow.
Apparently, yeah.
The square footage of acreage
Probably
for
about
Animal
6
Kingdom
something or
is
7.
well, on the website it says 500 plus, but it's somewhere around the 550 range.
Yeah, because they'll say the safari area and all that is so huge.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't call it a comeback. Dave Indy has tied the match going into the bonus question. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. This is the final question where for all the marbles.
I don't want your marbles.
Now, this is a 2-part question. You have to get the right answer, and then you've got to get the right number associated with that answer.
Thank God I got pen and paper.
Yes, that's right. So here's the bonus question. I'm not going to make this easy for you. Whoever gets this wins. Okay?
So right answer and then a right number?
Yes. Here we go.
So confused.
Who is the youngest Disney princess and how old is she? Who is the youngest Disney princess and how old is she?
I'm probably going to butcher this, but me.
Go for it.
Isn't it Sophia and she's like 7?
Tanya.
I have no idea. Is
I knew- I
Sophia even a princess?
I knew. No,
I'm trying to think of Disney Plus or
Think
the
a
Disney Channel.
traditional Disney princess.
Oh, that's going Disney Channel because
No. Traditional Disney princesses.
You need to be clear.
I would have said Anna, but she's a queen, so that really doesn't count.
Traditional Disney princesses. I will give you
Traditional.
another guess because I
I'll go with-
kind of hosed you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Dave Indy, take another shot at it. Traditional Disney princesses, and how old are they? How old is this particular princess?
I'm going to go with Meredith from Brave and probably 21.
Tanya, this is your chance to win it all
For Bill's Marbles.
for Bill's Marble.
The whole thing is, I have no idea what the ages of the princesses were.
Well, take a shot at the
Like,
princess.
Let's see, I went with her because she was supposed to get married or something, so that's why I went her direction.
I'm going with
And Disney's grooming at young
Rapunzel
ages. All right.
and 15.
Back to you, Dave.
Wow. I didn't even think about going that.
Traditional Disney princess. Who is the youngest?
So if it's traditional, then I need to think of the originals.
Mm-hmm.
But who do they consider traditional?
Yeah, at what point?
Or like Snow White, Cinderella, Aurora.
You're kind of in the ballpark of your.
See, I was either going that or I was trying to think like if Ariel would have even qualified.
I say Ariel.
But
That's what makes this
Pocahontas.
question so hard, is because you got to take a traditional Disney princess, and then you got to give me
what
years.
their ages were, though. I never.
what was
Take a shot, Dave.
the thimble chick you said? Aurora?
Thimble chick.
The one that pricked her finger on the Aurora?
The thimble chick.
A spinny wheel thingy. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh God.
Maleficent one. You know what I'm talking about.
It's not her, Dave. It's not. No. Tanya.
Cinderella.
Back to you, Dave. Can somebody please win this game? Jesus Christ, people. Think of some of the original Disney
Oh, I
princesses.
wasn't. I got that whole thought out of my head real quick.
Yeah, I know you did.
Who haven't we? You said Cinderella. I said thimble bitch.
It's going to be a 5-hour podcast here.
Hey, you chose the game.
Come on.
Yeah,
You should remember from the last time.
I know. Apparently, he didn't learn his lesson.
Snow White's not technically a princess, so I don't.
Is she, though?
No, because she's not.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
is
she
she
got
not?
married maybe afterwards. I don't know if she took the last name in
Is
the
she
marriage.
not?
I don't know. She was sleeping with 7 little
She's
guys.
a Disney princess. Well, awkward, but yes.
I don't know.
So she had fetishes. We don't judge.
Oh, good Lord.
yeah, that's where I was originally going.
Is that your guess or not?
Yeah, I'll go with her.
Okay, so you're saying Snow White,
Yeah, 21.
21. How about you?
I'm at least trying to make her legal.
You don't have to. It's Disney.
That's true. She's 12.
Snow White.
Okay.
17.
You are both correct. It is Snow White. Now give me a number of how old she was. You said what?
He said 21. I said 17.
And then I said 12.
Well, which one is it? Give me a number.
21 is actually what because I said I tried to make her legal.
Okay, and what was your guess?
17.
It's probably
All right.
18.
You guys seriously suck at this game. Try again with the years. The answer is Snow White. Try again on the years.
Fine.
You guys are both in the ballpark.
18? Well, no, because you said without going. Do we have to get it on the head?
No, you have to get closest without going over.
Okay, then 12.
Okay, Tanya.
15.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank God Dave Indy has come back to win this game.
She was 13, watch.
Snow White, 16 years old.
I said 15.
Yes, she did.
And you said
I
12.
won.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tanya won.
Yes, she did.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tanya won. See how that works? Girl.
My own husband. Holy crap.
Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Tanya is the winner of our Disney trivia game. Congratulations, Tanya.
Going back to
You
peanut
win.
butter.
You win some departing prizes.
Yay.
A free slice of pizza. And some
knowing
peanut butter
that
cake.
This stupid game is finally over.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Tanya won.
And you get to Guts and Not So Scary.
Yay.
So, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Disney trivia game. Obviously, Tanya was going to win that. So, good job. He did say 12. You did say 16, so or 15.
15.
Yeah.
So, okay, Tanya wins. Yay. All right, moving on. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There's your random topic. So, quick talk about our sponsors. A couple announcements, and we're out the door. Obviously, Rockstars and Flowers. Clint will be here in a couple of weeks. I think we're going to do an interview with him. Yeah. It's going to be awesome. So, we are going to Islands of Adventure. We are going to Hollywood Studios because he's bringing the kids down.
Nice.
And then grandkids. And then Aquatica.
Nice.
Those are what we're going to do.
Side
So
island today.
with him being down, I think we'll probably do an interview with him and have him on the podcast, which is super cool. So
Yeah.
shout out to Rockstars and Flowers. They're blowing up. If you don't know what Rockstars and Flowers is by now and you've listened to the podcast, shame on you. Go check them out at rockstarsflowersart.com. Check out their Instagram and their Facebook page. They are amazing artists out of Wilson, North Carolina. Also, if you're interested in Scentsy stuff, our friend Christina, we mentioned her on the last podcast. She is blowing up with her Scentsy stuff, so very cool on that. You definitely want to go check her out. Let me see if I can get her
Correct info this time?
correct info this time. Actually, she did give me the correct info. Check her out. Her website is Chrissy P, CHRISSYP 74, Scentsy, SCENTSEY.US. So go check her out. She's got all kinds of stuff coming out. She's got the Walt Disney World Mermaid Collection. She's got the...
Actually, that's sold out.
Did it already sell out?
That's no longer available.
Oh, my God. But then they also have the Scentsy stuff at Epcot going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Dumbo collection is coming out soon. So there's all kinds of cool Disney stuff that she has. So go check out Christina with her Scentsy stuff, which is super cool. I have finally found a company that is willing to help us out with our website.
Yes.
So UDNlive.com will be coming out hopefully soon. And you'll get to see our pretty faces.
I'm sorry.
Behind the voices. Yeah, I'm sorry as well. And I think that's pretty much going to do it.
Now that I got diabetes.
Yeah, well, you know, that's what you get.
We're
So.
eating peanut butter cake.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Of course, what
So-
am I on? I'm looking at Gideon's.
Yeah, there you go.
So, folks, here's the deal. The parks are extremely busy. They're going to be extremely busy. And especially when we get closer to the holidays, they're going to be packed. You got to have a lot of patience.
Yes.
We're starting to move into the summertime season. We're going to get storms left and right. So keep in mind that it's going to be hot, it's going to be humid, and then it's going to be rain. So anticipate for that.
Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
You cannot drink enough water when you guys are down here.
That
You
is true.
really, really cannot. And the Disney rash is a real thing, and it's not fun. So
Bill
keep
has
that
it
in
right
mind.
now.
No, I don't. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in these parks, have fun. be safe, and we'll talk soon.
You have been listening to the official Universal Disney Nuts podcast. Please visit our website at worldofudn.com and join us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all the latest updates, news, and events from your favorite theme parks. See you in 2 weeks.